She's the one who shot her.
Restraining order, but she shot her.
The gun in the car.
Monday morning, September 9th, 2025, 9:05 a.m. Chicago's South Loop. Blood spreads across the concrete outside an elementary school. Parents clutch their children. Sirens wail in the distance. Just 3 minutes earlier, Romeca Meeks had kissed her son goodbye at this very spot. She tucked a handwritten note into his lunchbox. "Happy Monday, son. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much. Love, Mommy." Now she lay dying on the pavement, 4 gunshot wounds, 1 to the face. The woman who pulled the trigger stands 10 feet away, cell phone pressed to her ear, having a casual conversation. No panic, no attempt to flee. Green leggings, black sweater, completely calm. A witness shouts, "You just shot somebody. What's wrong with you?" The shooter's response, "I have a license to carry." The man between them, the father of both their children, stands frozen. Carlos Way had Romeca in a headlock when the bullets started flying. This wasn't random violence. This was months of shattered windows, slashed tires, workplace confrontations, and a restraining order that meant nothing this morning. But most importantly, you'll see how every system designed to protect Romeca Meeks failed her when she needed them most. How did a simple school drop-off become an execution? This is her story. Welcome to True Crime Anatomy. I'm your host, and today we're examining a case that shook Chicago just days ago. Before we begin, please, may your families stay safe wherever they are. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We cover the details mainstream media overlooks, the patterns they don't want to discuss, the warnings that went unheeded. Today's case contains graphic content and discussions of domestic violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
My sister is gone. Yes, she is. Please. Please.
Let Jenny get out and cuss their ass out.
Please, I see y'all calling everything. I can't. I'm doing this to let y'all know I am very broke.
To understand what happened that Monday morning, we need to go back to who Romeca Meeks was before she became a headline. Central State University, Wilberforce, Ohio. Romeca walks across the stage to receive her certificate. Criminal justice. She'd chosen this field for a reason. She wanted to help people navigate the legal system, protect the vulnerable. 4 years of studying law enforcement, constitutional rights, domestic violence protocols. The irony isn't lost on anyone now. After graduation, life took unexpected turns. Single motherhood, bills that wouldn't wait. The criminal justice degree that should have opened doors instead gathered dust while Romeca put on a McDonald's uniform each morning. Not glamorous work, but honest work. Work that kept food on the table and her son in school. Romeca had been in a relationship with a man named Carlos. At first, their love was sweet, and together they even welcomed a child. But over time, the once happy relationship began to crumble, filled with ups and downs, until they ultimately decided to part ways. As Carlos Way, also known as Rackboy Losun, father, family man, motivational quotes about loyalty and respect, photos with his children, yes, children, plural, different mothers carefully cropped out or photographed separately. Enter Holly Johnson. The timeline matters here. Holly enters Carlos's life sometime in early 2024. By summer, she's pregnant. By fall, she's posting photos with him, calling him her king. By winter, there's a baby, another child for Carlos, another woman in his orbit. But Holly was different from Romeca. Where Romeca sought distance, Holly sought proximity. Where Romeca filed restraining orders, Holly filed paperwork of a different kind. Cook County records show Holly Johnson applied for a concealed carry permit in March 2025. The application process in Illinois requires training, background checks, fingerprinting, a stated reason for needing protection. Holly completed everything by May. She had her license by June, 3 months before she'd use it. The McDonald's on State Street became an unexpected stage for this drama. Romeca's co-workers would later describe incidents they witnessed but never formally reported. Carlos showing up during rush hours, standing outside the windows, watching. Holly sometimes with him, sitting in the car. Other times, both of them inside, ordering nothing, just occupying space where Romeca had to work. July 18th, 2025, the day everything changed. Romeca comes home from her McDonald's shift to find her front door ajar. Inside, her 42-inch TV lies face down on the living room floor. The screen shattered into a spider web of cracks. This wasn't the first incident, but something about that photo, the calculation of it, the message it sent, finally pushed Romeca to the courthouse's. The judge's ruling was swift. Order of protection granted. Carlos Way must stay 500 feet away from Romeca Meeks at all times. But here's what the order couldn't change: custody arrangements. Carlos had parental rights. Every other weekend, Wednesday evenings, the court wouldn't deny a father access to his child without proof of direct harm to the minor. Broken windows and slashed tires didn't meet that threshold. So twice a week, Romeca had to text Carlos, coordinate pickup times, send photos of their son, maintain communication with the man she had a restraining order against. Holly Johnson enters this story not as a neutral party, but as an active participant. Monday, September 9th, 6 a.m., Romeca wakes up, makes breakfast, helps her son get dressed. She was so excited because today was her son's first day of school. They take a selfie by the front door with his new backpack, excited to drop him off school. She writes the note for her son's lunchbox. "Happy Monday, son. This is a fresh start to this day, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much. Love, Mommy." 7:45 a.m., they leave the apartment. They board the bus to school. 8:50 a.m., they arrive at the school. 9 a.m., she kisses him goodbye. Everything changes. She watches until he disappears inside the building. That's when she sees the white sedan. Security footage from the Korean grocery store across the street captures what happens next. The timestamp never lies. 9:13 a.m. A white Chevrolet Malibu pulls up to the curb. No turn signal. No gradual deceleration. The car appears suddenly as if the driver just spotted something or someone. Behind the wheel, Carlos Way. Passenger seat, Holly Johnson. Witness Maria Rodriguez, dropping off her own daughter, would later testify. The man jumped out first. He was calling her name. "Romeca, Romeca, we need to talk." Romeca keeps walking. The restraining order is clear. 500 feet minimum distance. He's violating it just by being there. She tried to ignore him. Maria continues. Walked faster, but he ran up behind her. 9. Carlos reaches Romeca near the crosswalk. Holly exits the vehicle. Another parent, James Thompson, was loading his twin boys back into his van after drop-off. The woman, Romeca, she said something like, "You're not supposed to be here. I'll call the police." She had her phone out. Carlos grabs the phone, throws it to the ground. The screen shatters. That's when the other woman got involved. Thompson recalls. She came around the car fast, real aggressive, said, "We just want to talk about the baby." Romeca responds, "There's nothing to talk about. The court already decided." Holly steps closer. The court don't know everything. What happens next occurs in seconds. Holly pushes Romeca. Romeca stumbles backward. Romeca pushes back. Holly falls against the car. Carlos grabs Romeca from behind. Witness Destiny Williams, a school custodian, on her smoke break. He had his arm around her neck, like a chokehold. She was trying to get away, but he's bigger. Much bigger. This is crucial. In Illinois law, self-defense requires immediate danger, but Romeca was restrained, controlled, unable to pose a threat. Holly runs to the car. "I thought she was leaving," Maria Rodriguez would say. "I thought, good, it's over." But no, she opened the door and reached inside. Her hand goes under the passenger seat. When she emerges, her right hand holds something black, a Glock 19, purchased legally, registered properly, loaded with hollow-point bullets designed for maximum damage. Holly walks back toward Carlos and Romeca. Romeca is still in the headlock, her feet barely touching the ground. Carlos has lifted her partially off the pavement. Holly raises the firearm and steps closer, puts the gun directly against Romeca's face and pulls the trigger. The bullet enters just below Romeca's chin, travels upward through her jaw, exits through her cheek. Carlos finally releases his grip. Romeca collapses onto the concrete.
She's the one who shot her. Restraining order, but she shot her.
Oh my fucking God!
On the page in the car, how you feel? She was drunk there, get up. You're scared as hell, alright? was hell. That is not self-defense. You were trying to self in the car, bro. You were trying to hit the car, bro. What are you talking about? You had her in a headlock. And then you shot her, Brody. I was there. I'll write a statement, bro. Don't worry about it.
I want her arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street.
I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
She put the gun in the car. The gun, she shot her? This girl right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car.
Inside the school, 387 children hear the gunshots. Teachers rush to lock doors. The intercom crackles. Lockdown. This is not a drill. 9:05:15 a.m., the shooting stops. What follows defies comprehension. Holly Johnson takes out her cell phone, dials a number, starts talking. Witness Maria Rodriguez. She's standing maybe 10 feet from the woman she just shot, having a normal conversation, like nothing happened. The grocery store audio picks up fragments. Yeah, I'm at the school. No, I'm fine. I had to. My license is in my purse. Meanwhile, Romeca Meeks lies dying on the sidewalk, blood pooling beneath her head, her body convulsing. Carlos Way stands frozen, his t-shirt splattered with blood, and the woman with the gun, she's just standing there, on her phone. Destiny Williams confronts Holly. I said you shot somebody. What is wrong with you? She attacked me. I was defending myself. Destiny. She was in a headlock. How's she gonna attack anyone in a headlock? More witnesses gather. Parents who moments ago were waving goodbye to their children now stand in horror. Marcus Chen, a doctor dropping off his daughter, rushes to Romeca. I identified myself as a physician. Checked for pulse. It was weak but present. The facial wound was catastrophic. The abdominal wound was bleeding profusely. 9:07 a.m. First police unit arrives. Officer Daniel Morrison. I observed a female victim lying on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds. A female subject in green leggings was standing nearby, cell phone in hand. 9:09 a.m. Ambulance arrives. As paramedics work on Romeca, Holly continues talking. She's been harassing me. I have a restraining order against her. Check the records. I feared for my life. Holly is placed in handcuffs. Standard procedure, the officers explain. She doesn't resist, doesn't protest. Despite all intervention, at 9:43 a.m., Meeks died at the spot. Within minutes of Romeca's death, the digital world exploded. The next day, Carlos Way posted 3 words on Facebook that would go on to haunt him. Worst day of my life. Within an hour, 1,000 shares. Within 2 hours, 3,000 comments. He isn't having it easy with netizens as everyone has seen the video, the evidence that couldn't be hidden. The battle for narrative has begun. But the truth was captured in timestamps, in video, in the blood still drying on South State Street. Investigators at Chicago Police Department area begin collecting evidence that would prove crucial. What they find is staggering. Every piece of evidence and every angle shows the same thing. Romeca being restrained, Holly retrieving the gun, and the execution-style final shot. The case seems straightforward, murder caught on camera. But the legal system has its own complexities. As of this recording, Holly Johnson remains in custody, awaiting a preliminary hearing. She has not been formally charged. Her defense maintains she acted in self-defense while under threat from Romeca. Chicago PD confirms the case will be reviewed by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Prosecutors will determine whether charges will be filed against Holly, against Carlos, or both, or neither. It's a legal limbo that could take months to resolve. But for Romeca, time has already run out. Let's talk about the pattern no one wants to address. Every 16 hours in America, a woman dies at the hands of an intimate partner or ex-partner. Not a stranger in an alley, not a random criminal, someone who claimed to love them. Dr. Angela Morrison, domestic violence researcher, the most dangerous time for a woman is when she leaves. That's when control is threatened. That's when violence escalates. The statistics are staggering. 75% of domestic violence murders happen after the woman leaves. 89% involve prior stalking behavior. 54% occur in public places where the woman felt safe. Romeca knew the statistics. She studied criminal justice. She understood the patterns. She documented the stalking, filed the restraining order, changed her routines, did everything the system tells women to do. And it wasn't enough. The possession mentality runs deep. If I can't have you, no one can. It's not love, it's ownership. Control masquerading as passion. Carlos Way exhibited every warning sign. Surveillance of workplace, violation of boundaries, destruction of property, using children as leverage, recruiting new partner as ally. Dr. Morrison explains, when a new partner joins the abuse, it validates the abuser's actions. Holly didn't see Romeca as a person. She saw her as competition to eliminate. The criminal justice degree Romeca earned becomes heartbreaking irony. 4 years studying the system, understanding the law, knowing her rights, but knowledge doesn't stop bullets. This isn't an isolated incident, it's an epidemic. Since you started watching this video, 3 women have been killed by intimate partners in America. Their names won't make headlines. Their children won't get GoFundMe pages. They're just statistics now. Like Romeca could have been, if not for those cameras, those witnesses, that blood on a school sidewalk that couldn't be ignored. Domestic violence advocates call it the most dangerous moment, the period right after a woman leaves. When she sets boundaries, when she files paperwork, when she finally says no, that's when abusers are most likely to kill. Romeca had already left, and it still wasn't enough. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story. Make sure Romeca's death means something. Because tonight, somewhere in America, another woman is writing notes for her child's lunchbox, changing her route to work, looking over her shoulder. Tomorrow on True Crime Anatomy, we examine another case that shook the law enforcement community.